Some weeks feel like everything is happening at once. One day, you're surrounded by flowers at a major WNBA event. The next, you're watching your kids run football drills. And before the week is over, you're inspecting irrigation systems, hoop houses, bulbs, and compost at the farm. That's life for our family. A little marriage, a lot of ministry, and plenty of mayhem in between. Our week started with a very big moment for Southside Blooms. We were invited to attend the Huddle, a WNBA symposium focused on social impact organizations during WNBA All Star weekend. But before we could enjoy the event, we had to make sure our team's work was ready. Okay guys, so today's a very special day because Southside Blooms has been invited to present at the WNBA Huddle, which is part of the All Star weekend festivities here in Chicago. So we're going to talk about our work and get some ideas. We're doing this in partnership with Deloitte, so we're really excited. Are you looking forward to this, Hannah?
Yep, it's gonna be a good day.
All right, let's see how this goes, and you're tagging along. Southside Blooms provided the florals throughout the venue, so the first thing Hannah and I did was inspect every arrangement. We checked the staircase installation, the centerpieces, the hydrangeas, the tabletop florals, and the floral pillars surrounding the stage. Everything looked beautiful. Okay, so we just walked into the Huddle. There's a little open lunch right now. And look, our arrangements, and there's Hannah too, Hannah's here. Our arrangements are for display, so let's look at our arrangements here. So here's our little basketball centerpiece. Look at that. Doesn't that look great? Our youth did that. I'm a very proud founder right now. Seeing all those flowers in place was a proud moment, not just because they look good, but because we knew how much work happened behind the scenes to bring everything together. Every stem had been handled by someone. Every arrangement required planning. Every detail represented the creativity and dedication of our team. Sometimes people only see the finished product. They don't see the early mornings, the preparation, the revisions, or the many hands that made the beauty possible. And that is true for more than flowers. It's true for families, ministries, and communities too. Strong things are usually built quietly before anyone ever celebrates them publicly. Of course, once we finished checking the florals, I noticed the basketball court. And naturally, I had to test it out. Back in the day, I used to consider myself a real hooper. They called me all day money because according to me, I was all day money. The footage may or may not fully support that story, but I still managed to get a few baskets in. Okay guys, so we got our badges. We're inside the Huddle. And this place is pretty swanky. Look around. They actually built a little custom basketball court here at the venue. So there's a basketball court.
You should make a basket.
Make a basket?
Yeah.
You know what? Here, well, why not? Here. Okay guys, I'm gonna get my hoop on.
I'll record until you make one. Oh, yeah. Nothing but net.
Okay guys, so I've been banging on this hoop for like the last 20 minutes. This has been fantastic. What's kind of crazy is we're at a WNBA event and no one's balling. I mean, come on, that's what it's about, balling. Okay. So I'm gonna get my hoop on, get my sweat on. Got about another 10 minutes we have to get in, so let me enjoy this. Hannah stepped onto the court too. Let's just say basketball may not be her primary ministry gift, but marriage means supporting each other's talents, even when one spouse is clearly carrying the team. There you go, give it a shot, Hannah.
Not the best shot ever, but it went in.
So you think you're ready for the WNBA?
Totally. I'll take on Clark any day.
What position?
Forward. forward.
Oh, we're
Guard.
testing your basket.
Point guard.
Point guard. Okay, good.
What is that one? Center, middle, the short people.
After the fun came the real purpose of the day. We listened to presentations, joined workshops, and heard from leaders working to create meaningful change in their communities. Seeing speakers and panelists surrounded by the floral pillars our team created was a powerful full circle moment. Okay guys, so we're inside where we're going to, we got different tables. We're inside where we're going to be, and look at the stage arrangements at the youth. Look at that. That looks beautiful. Yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. They got the baby's breath with WNBA colors, the WNBA basketball. Looks fantastic. The flowers weren't just decorations. They helped create an environment where conversations about service, leadership, and impact could happen. I also had the opportunity to introduce the work of Southside Blooms and share how we're using flowers to create employment, mentorship, and opportunities for young people. When you're building something mission-driven, events like this are more than networking. They're reminders that your work is connected to something bigger than yourself. We ended the day around the tables, discussing ideas, making connections, and thinking about how Southside Blooms can continue to grow. Ministry doesn't always happen behind a pulpit. Sometimes it happens through a conversation, a partnership, or an ideal shared across the table. The next day looked completely different. Instead of the WNBA, we headed to Munster, Indiana for a youth football clinic. Josiah has been interested in getting more involved in football, so this was an opportunity for him to experience what it might feel like to be a part of a team. Okay, so we are at the Josiah's first football practice. He's doing a little summer youth clinic to get exposed to football to see if it's his cup of tea. Let's see how he's doing. He's running wide receiver routes. I've been seeing him yawn a lot, so I wonder if he's getting a little bored. But hey, you know, if this ain't his cup of tea, that's fine too. We're just let him explore his interests. The kids watched practice, worked through warm-ups, ran drills, threw the ball, and got a small taste of the discipline that comes with playing a sport. As parents, we want our kids to explore. They don't have to be great at everything they try. They just need the freedom to discover what excites them. Childhood should be filled with opportunities to try, fail, learn, and try again. And sometimes the greatest thing we can give our children is not a perfect plan for their future, but a safe place to figure out who they are becoming. After football, we made time for lunch, Puerto Rican food, and of course ice cream, because no family outing is complete without someone asking for dessert. Later that evening, the kids provided their own entertainment by putting on an impromptu performance where they pretended to be mommy and daddy.
Can we make my mom now? Very important. Kids, be quiet. Oh, and they score a touchdown! Green Bay Packers win! Yes, let's go! Let's go!
Okay, Day does not have a big beer belly like that. Okay, Daddy doesn't have a big beer belly. Nothing humbles you quite like hearing your children imitate you. They notice everything, the things we say, the way we respond, the habits we don't even realize we have. Parenting is a constant reminder that children learn as much from watching us as they do from listening to us. So when they act out our lives, we get a funny and sometimes slightly uncomfortable look at the example we're giving them. The following day, the family schedule divided. The kids headed to the beach with their cousin to enjoy the sun and make memories. Meanwhile, I traded the basketball court and football field for boots, crops, and irrigation lines. It was time to become Farmer Keelan. I spent the day at our Cook County farm doing a full inspection of the operation. I checked the lilies growing in crates, reviewed the irrigation system, and met with our farm lead, Emma, to discuss the different stages of the crops. I inspected the solar power generator, checked the hoop houses as we prepared for the winter growing season, and made sure our bulbs were being stored properly inside the air-conditioned ship container. I even checked on the composting operation. Okay, so we are doing our solar powered irrigation here at our Cook County farm with Emma, who's our farm team lead. Hey Emma, how you doing?
How's it going?
And just getting it connected. So this is connected to our electric pump. The pump is connected to an outlet. You can kind of see the extension cord, the yellow extension cord, which already run to the solar. But
Clear the filter a bit here.
all right, so Emma's clearing the filter in the pump before connecting it. And then you can kind of see here where the water's coming from. So we have all these totes. We're getting rainwater off of the hoop house. So we have a downspout system. They fill in the totes. We have our PVC, which has all of our totes connected in parallel. Emma, she just opened up the nozzle.
We're ready to turn on the pump if you are.
Yep, yeah, we can get going.
Right.
Oh, let me follow Emma real quick. So
our greenhouse, if you're just leveled out.
oh, wow.
It's
Oh.
looking good.
Okay,
Alright,
whoops.
just got the pump on, got some power over here.
You turned it on? Oh, you just
Yep.
plugged in. Yep, so you
Yeah.
can see here, Emma just plugged in the pump. So we got that. Okay. And now, just checking some more hoses.
Try to make sure it's actually getting to the rest of the line.
Oh, and the pump is going.
It's going. Now, the soaker hoses should be filling up by now. If not, it just means there's a clogged filter, which I'll go check, but you can see if it's running the hoses now. Okay, this is like the most satisfying part about turning it on is seeing these fill up. I mean, it looks good. I'll just go along the whole length and make sure there's no kinks and that it's going all the way around. We kind of have these weaving in between the lilies here so that they can be evenly watered. And if this end is filling up, that's a good sign. It's still getting pressurized, so it might just take a little minute. We have some tension here, but not enough here, so no problem. Have them put down with some stakes. These are our newly planted guys. They still need to sprout up a bit. And I'm starting to feel it in here, which is nice. Should be all good in just a minute. So, good passive watering system. Don't need to wash it too much. Set your timer and then check the saturation level afterwards. These lilies are pretty hardy anyhow. Alright. It looks good.
Okay, so like as the hoses fill up, they'll start dripping, correct?
Yeah, and this happens really slowly actually, so it's good for lilies, but it's also good for baby seedlings if you have, because it's not like splurging water onto them, and so it'll just slowly trickle out of these. These tubes have tiny porous holes in them where it just slowly drips downwards, and then it'll soak into the whole crate here, and it happens over like an hour or two, just depending on how dry the soil is. We've had some straight 90-degree days, so the soil is pretty dry right now. It might take a minute, but at least we don't have to take the time and overhead water and focus on other things on the farm while that happens.
Excellent. All right. Thanks, Emma.
Yeah, of course.
Farm work has a way of keeping you grounded. You can make plans, you can build systems, you can plant carefully, but you still have to respect timing. Growth cannot always be rushed. A flower needs the right soil, water, temperature, and season before it can bloom. People aren't much different. Whether we're raising children, mentoring young people, strengthening a marriage, or growing an organization, meaningful growth takes patience. Sometimes the most important work is happening beneath the surface. Long before anyone can see the results, while the kids were enjoying the beach, I was walking through rows of flowers and making sure everything was ready for the months ahead. And that balance is a pretty accurate picture of our family life. Somebody is usually working, somebody is learning, somebody is serving, and somebody is probably asking for ice cream. Marriage means learning how to carry different responsibilities while staying connected. Ministry means recognizing that your work should help other people grow. Parenting means making room for both discipline and joy. And the Mayhem reminds us not to take ourselves too seriously. One day we're at a major WNBA event. The next day we're watching our kids pretend to be us in the living room. Then we're back at the farm checking compost and irrigation. It isn't perfectly balanced. It isn't always predictable, but every part of it matters, because a meaningful life isn't built from one big moment. It's built from all the small moments of showing up, serving well, loving your family, and staying faithful to the work God has placed in front of you. That's another week of Marriage, Ministry, and Mayhem with the Blackwell family. Make sure to like, follow, and subscribe if you enjoy this type of content and you want more of it.